A man is cleaning the garden of his new house. Suddenly, he digs into the ground and finds a large wooden box. He opens it incurious. What he is seeing inside frightened him. In the box, there is a lot of money and a rotting body. Because of his greed, he tries to open the cover one more time and brings a big amount of money out. After that, he shovels soil around to make it look normal as usual. He quickly brings the money to the house and double checks. Can't believe this is real money. Now he is extremely happy to live a new life. After that, he comes back and brings out the money left in the coffin, gets it into the house and counts carefully. The total amount is up to $3 million. He immediately hides all of these money, takes a hot glass of water to stabilize his mind. Suddenly, there is a weird sound behind the front door. He goes to check it right away and feels so relieved, figure out it's just a bird. He thinks that he is maybe too sensitive, so he decides to go to sleep early. However, before going to sleep, he doesn't forget to look at the money one more time. It is still there, but when he turns off the light, he quickly runs to the garden and opens the cover again, recognizes that the body hasn't moved. That body is still in the coffin. Am I dizzy? He wonders. On the next day, he wakes up without any energy. He looks so tired, exhausted with a pale face. The main point is that he can't remember anything happened last night. Although he tries to call his friends to confide, but he can't say anything because he worries about all of the money will be stolen by them. Finally, the main actor decides to face and solve his problem on his own. Since the time he opened the coffin and took $3 million, there is always something really weird happen around him. He doubts that the soul of the dead maybe tries to find the money, so he puts it back to the coffin to hide it carefully from other people. He even puts more nails on the lid, but when thinking about it carefully, the main actor feels something is wrong. After finishing work, he gets back home and opens the lid again. The stench from the coffin confirms to him this is exactly a dead body. He tries to stand the stench to check if there are any remaining objects left on the body. Then, he finds a key and a wallet in the pocket. However, the wallet doesn't contain any ID card or paperwork, so he can't identify who this guy actually is. His obsession is still there, so that he goes to the supermarket to find some cameras and warning sirens. He sets up the camera to supervise the coffin and all the corners of the house. If anyone tries to sneak into the house, the warning sirens will alert him immediately. When he is about to go to sleep, he suddenly remembers about the key taken from the dead body. He tries to open some doors in the house, finally getting into a room under the ground. He comes downstairs in worry. A bunch of corpses are covered by plastic bag in that room. He really wants to report to the police, but after thinking for a while, he decides to skip it, because if he does, all the money in the coffin can't belong to him. At midnight, the warning sirens suddenly ring. He comes to his monitoring system to check right away. As a result, the main actor sees a corpse is standing in front of the door. Although he is extremely worried about it, he still wants to protect the money, takes a stick and goes out. When opening the door, the guy steps onto the mug that he broke few days ago. He manages to restrain the pain and tries to walk to the back of the house. Opens the cover carefully. However, the corpse shows no sign of movement. He collapses and yells to the corpse, "Wake up! Stop pretending!" After a while doing that, the dead body still doesn't have any reaction. On the next morning, he wakes up, recognizes that he has been hugging the corpse for the whole night. He feels so gross and throws up. When he checks the watch, he finds out that it's late for work. Then he quickly takes a shower and goes to work. Unfortunately, the dead body is standing in the garden in the middle of the morning, staring at him. The main actor seems to be extremely mad because of the corpse, but when the body sees him get off the car, it goes back to coffin so fast, and doesn't forget to leave some provocative acts. The main actor immediately pulls the corpse out and constantly swears at it. If you have enough courage, stand up. Stop pretending. He is losing control. Takes a chainsaw to cut off a leg from the dead body. After that, he keeps his bloody appearance to the company. All the colleagues look at him with aghast and shocked. Then, the boss calls the guards to drag him out. However, he isn't confused or surprised, because with all the money in the coffin, he is a millionaire now. As soon as he gets home, the landlord discovers the coffin. He is about to call the police. The main actor worries that this information will be leaked out, so that he kills the landlord without thinking, and covers the corpse by a big plastic bag, brings to the basement. To prevent the aftermath, he uses the same method with the dead body in the coffin. At that night, the warning sirens unexpectedly ring again, and the dead body appears in the monitors just like the day before. When he sees his friend comes to ask for his current situation, he tries to dominate the friend and keep yelling at him, "Why do you steal my money?" Whatever the friend tries to explain, with the angry eyes, the main actor now can't listen to anything. Then he brings his friend body to hide in the basement. He opens the cover again, and takes all of the money to the house. He closes all of the windows so careful. When he is hungry, he smells the money. If he feels boring, he just needs to talk to the money. He even sleeps with the money. On the next day, his daughter's boyfriend visits the house. Without thinking, he considers him as a thief and kills him right away, after hitting his head with a hammer continuously. The main actor also covers the body with a big plastic bag. The bad thing is that he is still alive, but he is still covered by a plastic bag and abandoned in the basement. Disgustingly, his daughter also becomes his victim. Luckily, he still remains a bit of humanity. He just ties his daughter and confines her in the basement. Seeing her tears, he finally recognizes all of his cruel crimes. He is about to set the root of his crime on fire, the money. However, in the important moment, he can't make it. Then he climbs down and closes the lid. That's way he can stay with that money forever. That night, it's raining cats and dogs. The mud, the soil flows around and covers over the coffin. I wonder if the next person who rent this house can hold their greed from the temptation of this much money or not. Let's leave your comment below. Bye.